From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City, from the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They go play fake. Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 8 coming up. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, back to Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 45 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Safe in the corner.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
60 vices, 60 vices. Mustang 19. Street.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hurt. I'm scared. Panther 11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Takes it at the 7. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Now Sanders, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the...
Stay, stop, man. Please put the napkin under it, please. Stay, stop and put the napkin under it. Stay, there's a napkin right here in front of you, man. Boo.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. He's counting you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. We are going. Easy.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
26. 57 to Mike. Silver, silver. 57. Mike, 57. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Touchdown, defense.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 9 yards that time.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He finds Watson complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down. Here's Burrow. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. To the air again, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Can.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go. 180.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. but there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now it's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Down. Here's Joe Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Burrow will throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Single receiver, single receiver. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. In motion right here, Boyd. Once again, they run with Mixon.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Second and 16.
Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's got some space here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running right, Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
45 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Good job over there, baby.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside. They didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
Backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Goff on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
33 yards.
And the Lions are once again back in front.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Steps away to his left.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Up the middle, Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Goff on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers.
Quick slant to Watson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
An inside give to Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
They'll run a toss here with Dillon. Down inside the 40.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, You better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Goff now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The slot man in motion right. Now Goff.
St. Brown on the catch. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Now it's Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good.